Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Just before we kick off into this replay, if you want to help support the channel, you can become a member by heading over to my channel page, pressing the join option and selecting your level. A massive way to help me and support me continue making these videos. Anyway, here today we have ExCaL down in the bottom left with the what looks like China Nuke with the purple color, and then over in the top right we also have Nuke for Scuba with the green color. Scuba always takes green. ExCaL always takes the purple colors. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this is probably one of several games from a Nuke Mirror tournament, or was there a Nuke Mirror challenge? I don't know actually if the Nuke Mirror tournament got cancelled. There's several tournaments going on at the moment, but I'm not sure. Some of them got cancelled and some of them got paused. So I'm going to assume this is like a recent challenge, literally very, very recent, last couple of days probably. But yeah, I have no doubt they played multiple games, and this is just one of the games. So we have got Scuba going for a war factory and a barracks. What looks like to be two perfect supplies. Very impressive indeed. ExCaL is going for a one truck strategy on his main supply. Very late. Either he's missed that or he deliberately delayed it, because that airfield was already finished. So yeah, very strange. I can't think that he would have delayed that on purpose to get the helix out maybe 1 second faster or something. I think it's always better to get the trucks first. But he has gone for an oil cap. If you ever play an ExCaL in any kind of a China mirror and there is some distance between the players and there's oils on the map, you can always pretty much say with certainty, or some kind of a certainty, that he's going to probably go for the oils. So yeah, always be aware of that. Scuba's gone for this war factory barracks build, but then into a double war factory. A little bit unorthodox, I think. This oil here will probably be denied. There is a Battlemaster over there. This dozer probably in danger of getting found out as well. This tank hunter just headed into the base. Very few units out at the moment, although Scuba will get the numbers out very soon. And this helix is heading over here to stop this Battlemaster. I never actually realized, but the cliff actually ends there, doesn't it? Where it goes into the darkness. Never seen that before. But the helix is heading all the way over there. But what this is going to leave Scuba open to do is now potentially come in here. There is a bunker there though, so we'll see how much success Scuba will have. Did that lose any HP? Because if you have the helix directly over the Battlemaster explosion, it will cause damage. It can actually kill your licks if you're on a very low HP. Even though R2 platform there got captured, Scuba gonna move closer now. Red Guard will die first probably, and then he'll probably just force fire. Not even force fire, just click on the R2 platform to take it down, or you might even just kill the oil. Maybe you could prioritize the oil, but double Battlemaster spam. Oh, I've just missed a huge moment. How the hell did that get found out? Helix just sat there and two Gats have just taken it out. We only just saw it there, but it got killed so quick because there's two Gats there. And now ExCaL is going to be left with a little bit of a defense to be made here. Scuba's just focusing on the oil right now, but there is a Battlemaster versus three Gats. The second licks will be forced out of the way. But it is only a speaker tower licks. These guys are going to move all the way into the back. Two of them so far have already been taken down. Well, sorry, this one's still alive, but it's going to be dead in a second. Scuba now focusing on the trucks, and there's actually a flamer heading towards the third supply. ExCal's going to be forced to sell that. Looks like ExCaL can get that oil. Battlemaster also found its way in here as well. ExCaL taking damage on his trucks, has lost 1.5. ExCaL getting both of those. This oil is still alive. Definitely paid for itself. Yeah, I'm so good we missed that helix, but you literally look away for a second. Yeah, unlike ExCaL, just to leave his licks out in the open. Maybe he wasn't expecting two Gats to be there so quick. Another supply there for Scuba. Battlemaster moving all the way in and actually takes out like two tank hunters, I think that was, which is going to delay that one being filled now. There's actually a Battlemaster in the back, and this dozer is looking like it's going to go down. And this dozer is going to be the last one. ExCaL very slow to clear that up. This dozer here is even taking a load of damage from that explosion. This Battlemaster, the Scuba now going to be chased away, but ExCaL needs to be careful with that one because that one could die as well. The speaker tower is just currently repairing the trucks. I wonder if that Battlemaster is taking splash damage. I wonder if that will go down. He's moved it away now. But yeah, Scuba's on a mental amount of supplies right now. ExCaL is on 3 supplies plus 1 oil on the artillery platform. Scuba now transitioning into a Helix as well. Both players spending their money very, very well. Second War Factory now going up for ExCaL. No, oh yeah, he has the prop. Does have the prop. It double Lix is out, but he's moving on top of 2 Gats though. Is this Lix going to go down? It goes awfully low, but it is going to escape. There is another Gat there for Scuba. Propaganda now being built by Scuba, and he moves his Lix on top of the oil up here. So all of the tech buildings that have been captured for ExCaL are slowly being killed. And I actually really like Scuba's 4th supply there. I think it's better to mine that out faster and get the money sooner. You have more impact with money now than you can later on. Okay, CC now being built for ExCaL. He doesn't want to get hunted. Currently, he's killed loads more than Scuba. He's killed 1,084. Tends to be the person with the most Lixes. You're able to fly around and pick off units for free. Like them 2 Gats that we saw there before, even though the Lixes took a bit of damage. This Vet 2 Battlemaster gets close to the tank hunters, but it doesn't actually kill any. That gives Scuba a nice little bit of XP. I think it's 200 XP for a Vet 2 Battlemaster kill. ExCaL now mined out on his 2nd, and weirdly, Scuba is still collecting there. But I don't think it's weirdly, actually, because he built that one as his 2nd supply, didn't he? So he's more mined out on that one. But currently, he's on 4 supplies, and ExCal's only on 2. Weird how things work out, isn't it? It's 4 supplies versus 2. On the same map when both players have taken all their supplies. Well, apart from ExCaL hasn't built an extra supply here. He has sent extra trucks over there, and he's going to long distance collect. You imagine with 2, well, I'll say long distance, but it's a little bit longer than normal. 4 Lixes go. Whoa! You see how fast these Lixes go down, man, especially when there's 3 Gats there, plus the speaker tower bonus, plus the subliminal meshing. And 1 Lix there for Scuba falls very, very quick. It's a chunky investment. Flaming here now for ExCaL. If he starts doing a flame wall, though, he should win that engagement. I think he's going to win it anyway, actually. ExCaL now moving in on this position. This position is definitely in danger, but you've got to be careful because Scuba only has to pick off a few of these Gats. Ooh. Oh, he does get it. He does get it with the Lotus. Nice disable there with the Lotus, but the Lix is moving in. It's going to be a massive battle, massive pivotal battle here. But 1 Lix there of ExCaL's falls so far. This Overlord is still disabled, and that's really key, actually. That Overlord disabled there by the Lotus was really pivotal in winning that engagement because ExCaL pretty much had no firepower on the ground. That Lix is going to escape, although I'm pretty sure Scuba could have killed that. A bit of a missed opportunity. Scuba definitely needs to get his subliminal messaging. You can see... wow, how many Gats do you need, man? And a Nuke mirror. You can see the gold around the red cross there. That means you've got subliminal messaging. Whereas Scuba does not have that gold around. Nice carpet, but ultimately you've only killed 2 trucks. The rest can be repaired. Artillery now coming in, and that could level all of it, depending on where that's hit. If it's directly in the middle, you might be able to kill all of it, but I have a feeling it's heading over that direction, actually. But yeah, all that carpet's killed is trucks. We're killing the dozer as well, though. Artillery comes in. Doesn't kill the spy, but does kill the prop. But does Scuba need a prop right now? Because he's got quite a lot of ECMs out and 3 Overlords. ExCal's got a monstrous amount of Gats. Is that a little bit overkill? Couple more ECMs in there instead of the Gats. Could that be needed? I think he's aware that Scuba's invested in a lot of Lixes, although 1 did already go down. There's 3 still flying around, but no speaker tower. Scuba now moving in on this top position. You imagine this little tiny army for ExCal's going to get wiped out there. It's going to get cornered here and crushed. All of these trucks are going to go down. Important moment if Scuba just kills a little bit here. He should get level 3 and then carpet and artillery. It's going to do a lot of damage. Can ExCaL win this engagement? This is going to be an absolutely monster engagement. Multiple Overlords. 4 Overlords now in total for ExCaL. Scuba thinking about fighting this. He is disabling the Overlords, but Thing is, when you run away like this, straggling units are going to get picked off pretty much for free. And did ExCaL lose even anything there? I do not think he did. But one carpet can change this. Just because ExCaL has a monster army there with quite a lot of gats, one carpet could wipe out all of them tier 1 units and severely damage the overlords. Then the elixirs, which he has 4 again now, by the way, can actually just come in and mop this up. So Scuba's going to turn and fight this. Currently he's shooting the overlords, takes out 2 gats there as well. Elixir's going to come in and fly on top of this. I'm not convinced there are enough gats here for ExCaL. That enough gats have been taken out, so therefore the elixirs are able to clear everything up. And despite ExCaL winning the ground engagement, the superiority here of the air power for Scuba just comes in and wipes out everything, including a straggling Lix, which I'm not even sure what that Lix was doing, to be honest. An insanely slow fall to the ground there. And Scuba now going in for the kill, but actually ExCaL has reinforced his ground army. There are 3 gats, 1 ECM. You don't really want to mess with that with 3 elixirs. Don't think. You want to fight that probably when you come in with your ground army as well. So maybe you can disable 2 of the gats or kill 1 or 2 of the gats. Here comes a mine drop. Pretty good. That's annoying because ExCaL will potentially want to come down here later when Scuba moves in. He hasn't beaconed it. Carpet comes in and that... It's pretty devastating, but again, you're only really killing the trucks. And I suppose the radiation will stop the trucks from being produced anytime soon. Scuba's now collecting with 95 trucks here. Helix is moving in, going to kill this bunker, which has been there pretty much since the beginning, providing a bit of defense, but didn't really achieve that much. But 1 Lix has been taken out for it. Artillery now comes in on a war factory that was there. ExCaL... That's weird. Looks like a bit of an explosion there and loads of tire tracks over it, but actually all the mines mostly are still in position. And only a little bit of damage there done on the overlords. Sometimes mines are weird. You can like drive over them. Even with a hijacker sometimes, and sometimes your hijacker just goes over it. Another carpet. This should have been repaired, really. Yeah. Bit of a mistake there from Scuba. He should have repaired that. I think his dozer died to the radiation earlier, but this one could have already been repairing that. You could have saved that. Both the war factory, all of those buildings there should have been repaired. Massive engagement now again. ExCaL moving in. ECMs, gats. There's so many things you've got to watch when you're doing these fights with Nuke. You've got to make sure you've got enough gats in case the elixirs want to come in. And you've also got to make sure you're winning the Overlord battle. But also, you might be winning the Overlord battle, but then the ECMs might be disabling too many. Everything going down there for ExCaL. Ooh, that Lix nearly died as well. And both players now not left with very much, although I think Scuba is leading because he has at least some units, where I don't think ExCaL has very much at all. He's got 4 gats in total, but no real firepower at all, whereas like that Overlord and ECM is your firepower, especially a Vet 2. And if that's a bunker Lix, by the way, which it is, Scuba's got all the firepower going for him right now. He's had these more... In the big engagements, he's come out on top, I think, twice. There's a mine drop. On top of Scuba's mines, actually. Don't know if that's intentional. I don't think that's intentional. I think he's just tried to block off that entrance. But actually, Scuba might drive there later, thinking, oh, it's just my mines. But then, actually, ExCaL's is there as well. Okay, sold too late there. The artillery does kill the war factory. 4 gats now just chilling for ExCaL, but he needs some firepower on the ground or in the air or anything. You can't just live with 4 gats. I think Scuba's playing a little bit scared here. I think he thinks that ExCaL potentially has more than he actually does. Is this carpet going to get in? If those gats were like a little bit back. If they were just a little bit back, the carpet would have been stopped. Airfield would have survived. ExCaL is making an airfield. Lotus comes in on top of the radiation that actually Scuba has just put there. Ah, you've revealed yourself now. Because that sound is available for all players, so... ExCaL just heard that, and now the Lotus is known about, at least. ExCaL sometimes gets mines on his CC. And even though the mines might not actually do so much, it does reveal, like when the Lotus comes in, it's a stealth unit detected, and then you know there's a Lotus around there. But it also, if it's spawned now, for example, the Lotus would also die. But this Overlord just marching all the way across and Lotus is getting repaired by the speaker tower. Nice mine drop, very, very nice mine drop, because most people probably would have guessed that ExCaL's units would have been there. I think ExCaL's dead now, you know. I don't think he can win. There's a Vet 3 Overlord alone. How are you going to deal with the Vet 3 Overlord? And there's not even a CC now. So what can you really do? Like, Scuba has the strong units. He can capture any building he wants when the Gats move out of the way. Vet 3 Overlord is going to be really hard to disable with the ECM. Scuba decides to actually disable the ECM and then just fight it. I think he can actually just fight these tank hunters, although he probably doesn't need to, but I think he probably just could kill everything here, even just in a full-on head-on engagement. The tank hunters will go down to the shots from the Overlord, and the Overlord's just going to repair at insane speed. ExCaL made a outpost, but the mines got it straight away. Those tank hunters now are going to die. This Overlord can literally just attack move or guard mode or anything, and all of this stuff is dead. Just attack move here, and you could probably leave your PC. It's just ExCaL getting obliterated now, isn't it? There's no chance. So yeah, there was two kind of main engagements there. Like the nuke battles just mean everything, don't they? I mean, it goes without saying for any game, the big battles mean everything. But there were like two key battles with loads of Overlord, loads of ECM, loads of Gats. And I mean, if you don't have enough Overlords, maybe you got one or two Overlords short, or maybe you got one or two ECMs short, or the opponent manages to pick off just a few Gats. And then by the time you realize it, you might think you got a monster army. Then, oh man, I've only got 2 Gats left, and then these 4 Helixes flying, and that whole battle is just wiped out. Little tiny things like that, just like having 1 or 2 Gats less. It's actually crazy, because at one point, ExCaL had like a mental amount of Gats. He had like 20 Gats or something crazy. But then Scuba still found a way to mop them up and then just come in with the Helixes. Maybe ExCaL left them too spread out across the map or something. That's the thing, when the opponent's got so many Helixes, you've got to leave so many Gats all over the place that sometimes it spreads them out a little bit too thin, and the Helixes can come in and pick off 2 for free and then fly back and then come in and pick off 1 more for free. So yeah, very interesting game. Different. We haven't seen a Nuke Mirror for a while, and we haven't seen Scuba for a while. So yeah, GG. Well played to both players, and see you in the next one.